Welcome once again to another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. As usual, I thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Hopefully you'll find them informative, and when you make your book buying purchases, you will consider the book that I'm about to review for you. And it's a very interesting book by an author. Well, he's more a singer-songwriter than an author, but this is a very interesting book. The book is The Philosophy of Modern Song by Bob Dylan. This is published by Simon & Schuster, and it retails for $55. Bob Dylan needs no introduction. Anyone who grew up in the 60s and beyond knows Bob Dylan and his vast array of songs. He is one of the most talented singers and songwriters of all time. He has won a Nobel Prize along with pretty well every music award, from the Grammys to every other award imaginable. So many accolades have been bestowed upon Bob Dylan for his music. Now he comes out with a most interesting book where he looks at 66 songs. There are a lot of classic tunes that you will be familiar with, and quite a few tunes that you may never have heard of. Now, the book is interesting because he just gets right into the songs. He gives no introduction, no explanation of why he chose those songs. He just basically has 66 songs in the book. There are a lot of interesting pictures to go with the songs as well, too, that weren't specifically done to go with the songs, but they're just, different pictures of just famous pictures, just slice of life pictures, basically just taken from vintage photos over the years. Now the songs that he looks at, he like I said, he has a major vast array of songs. Now, one that he mentions is Perry Como, and I will have the paper here because I can't remember a quote because it's a long quote. He talks about Perry Como's 1951 hit single, Without a Song. And he calls Perry the anti-rat pack, like the anti-Frank. Wouldn't be caught dead with a drink in his hand and could out-sing anybody. And he concludes his talk of Perry Como with, Perry Como lived in every moment of every song he sang. He didn't have to write the songs to do it. He may have believed the songs more than some of the people who wrote them, but he owned the songs and every single word. What more would you want from an artist? Bob Dylan, in some of the songs that he mentions, he goes into depth, and some he just glosses over. But it's his candid views of a lot of over-the-top comments about some of the songs. Now, he looks at such a vast variety of songs, among them Beyond the Sea by Bobby Darin, By the Time I Get to Phoenix by Jim Webb, Witchy Woman by the Eagles, On the Road Again by Willie Nelson, and It's All in the Game by Tommy Edwards. Now, he makes an interesting fact about the Tommy Edwards song, that the tune was written by Charles G. Daw, who was the vice president to Calvin Coolidge. Now, he wrote the tune 40 years before the song was actually written. And it's absolutely, actually, it was Charles Seligman who wrote Charles Sigmund, who wrote the lyrics 40 years later to It's All in the Game. So if you're looking for a fount of information, facts, trivia, and the like, this book definitely has it all. He also talks about Carl Perkins' song Blue Suede Shoes, and he said it's loaded with menacing meaning, a signal to gate crashers, snoops and invaders to keep your nose out of here. Mind your own business. And whatever you do, stay away from my shoes. So it's classic, Bob Dylan, as you've never read him before. He wrote another book in 2004, But this is vastly different from anything he's ever sung about and written about. So if you're a Bob Dylan fan from way back, you will enjoy the fact that he has looks at 66 songs, some from over 100 years ago, some more recent. And like I said, there's a lot of obscure songs that you say, I think I've heard that, or I've never heard that, or I've definitely heard that. And it's interesting the take that he gives us on all those songs. So like I said, if you like Bob Dylan, The Philosophy of Modern Song is definitely a different sort of book that you will add to your collection, and you will appreciate it. And I'm sure you'll read it several times to see just what Bob has said about certain songs. And if you go back over it a second time, you might say, oh, I didn't get that the first time. So this is definitely a book that is very highly recommended. So let me know if you agree with my analysis of the book and my review. So until we meet again, thank you. Stay safe, stay sane, and keep in touch. And I do sincerely appreciate your time in watching my videos. Thanks again, and bye for now.